What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alex, and today I want to go over the Alpharex Luxx series Alpha Black headlights that I purchased for my 2025 Toyota TRD Offroad Premium. Now, for some reason, everyone seems to navigate towards the more expensive Nova series headlights, but those are way above my budget, and I wanted something that was a little bit better than OEM, so I decided on the lower tier Luxx series. Now, these are the Alpha Black. They do come in two different versions. They have the OG style, and then they have the Tundra inspired version. I decided to go with that version just because I like the way the lines look a little bit better, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. This isn't gonna be a full install video. For some reason, when I was recording the install on my Sony camera, I don't know if it was either the micro SD card or something happened, the video got corrupted. So I was only able to record vertically for my TikTok and for my other social media platforms. So I will be dropping some videos up here while I'm talking, so you guys can kind of see kind of what went into installing these headlights. I will say that they are plug and play. The hardest thing that you will run into is definitely going to be removing the front bumper, because you will have to remove the front bumper. Now, you don't have to remove it fully, maybe like I did, and I definitely recommend having, laying down a blanket or something, because, or at least having two people to help, because you don't want this to happen. Now, luckily, everything was okay, no scratches or anything, but that was definitely scary. It was the first time me doing something like this. Actually, this is the first time me upgrading to any sort of headlights from Alpharex, but they are plug and play. They have a cool dance animation, and they are definitely brighter than the OEM. But anyways, I'm doing too much talking. Let's get into it. Now, the biggest difference between the Nova series and the Luxx series is the Nova series, since they're more expensive, you're getting 3 of these LED outputs, these lights, and with the Luxx series, you're only getting 2. Again, I didn't mind. I don't do a ton of off-roading, so it's not something that I was particularly, cared about. And again, it was just way above my budget. And again, with the Luxx series, you only get 2. Now, what I want to show you is a cool dance animation that you get with these Alpharex lights. I think they are typically known for having that cool animation, and I gotta say, you never get tired of it. So here's my key fob, 4Runner, and we're gonna go ahead and unlock the vehicle so you guys can see the dancing animation. Okay, so here we go. Now, with these headlights, you do get the option of either having a white or amber DRL light, which you will have to change, and you do have the option to change, but you have to do it when you're installing the lights. If not, you're gonna have to take them out, just because you have to access it through I think it's a 4-pin cable through the back of the actual housing of the headlight. So definitely don't forget to do that, but you do get the option. I decided to go with the amber just because I think it looks more aggressive again, and I think they match the Raptor lights, which I'll show you guys right now when the vehicle's on. All right, so like I said, the reason that I really like these headlights is just because they look super OEM. If you have it parked, you can't even tell you have them upgraded, which depends on you, right? Again, something I forgot to mention is they do have 2 different versions. I think I mentioned it in the beginning of the video, is they do have, again, I purchased the Alpha Black. What that means is the DRL housing kind of has like a tint over it, so it looks super dark. Again, I'm going for that really aggressive look, and I think it looks, I think it just fits the vehicle well. They also have another option where the DRL bar is more of a white, so I think that looks super aftermarket, and I really like the mods that kind of fit into your vehicle that you can't even tell they're aftermarket, which is why I decided to go with the Alpha Black. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna turn on the vehicle, I'm gonna get in the car, and I'm gonna turn on the headlights. Hopefully you guys are able to see what they look like when they're on, with the Raptor lights, with the headlights, and with the fog lights on. So I just unlocked the vehicle, so hopefully you guys can see the cool animation that you get when you unlock or when you're getting in the vehicle. So I'm in the vehicle now. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully my mic is working, but I'm gonna turn on the vehicle now. And so now the headlight should be on with the DRL bar and the fog lights, and hopefully you guys can see what they look like when they're on. Again, I'm in the garage. Lighting is not that great, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a car wash and I'll take some real cool video out in the street with better lighting. Now, for some reason, while I was recording, my mic decided to cut off, so I had to do a little voiceover. But what I was trying to explain here is that these headlights work really well with your turn signals. As you can see here, I have my right blinker on. Now, that is because of a DRL harness that you do get with the headlights. I'll talk about that more once we get inside the fuse box. Now, something that I also forgot to mention throughout this whole video was that if you have a new gen Tacoma, these headlights are exact same fitment. So just something that I want to mention. So if you're watching this and you have a new gen Tacoma, this video is also for you. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and pop the trunk so I can show you guys where exactly I ran power from inside the fuse box, which was a little confusing. Did have to do a little bit of research, but that's why I'm making this video, so you guys are not confused. So this is what the fuse box looks like. I believe this is the Alpharex headlights. This is the, here are the Raptor lights, and then here I have the DRL harness, which is this yellow one here. Again, what that does is it stops any hyper flashing. Again, this is all according to their website, and it gives you the dance animation with it working with the turn signal lights or your blinkers. But yeah, shout out to Mammoth 4Runner. I had, super confused about how to attach the DRL harness. Now, you don't need the DRL harness for the lights to work. They will do a dance animation. They just won't do it when you unlock the vehicle, I believe, only when you lock it, or vice versa. But shout out to Mammoth 4Runner. He has a super decked out 6th gen 4Runner. Definitely check out his page, check out his channel. I DM'd him because I was having trouble where to connect the yellow harness, and he was able to pinpoint me in the right direction. Honestly, I don't even remember which harness is which, but if I'm not mistaken, this is the Alpharex, the DRL, and then the Raptor lights. But if you guys have any questions, definitely comment, and I'll try to answer your questions on any fuse related or install issues or things you might run into. So here I am inside my vehicle. As you can see here, I did my best to try to level out the headlights. Maybe the right one is a little bit higher. We can always change. Easy way to do that. Now, you do have the option of manually adjusting your headlights up or down, 0. So as you can see, and then what I'm going to do, put it back to 0. You'll see these move up. Let's focus. There you go. And then it's going to move up. So you don't lose that feature if you decide to upgrade to these Alpharex headlights. All right, guys, so here we are parked outside of my garage, and here are the lights. I mean, like I said, Raptor lights, amber, and the Alpharex headlights in the amber DRL. Again, you do have the option to change it to white. You will have to do it before you put everything back together, because there is a 4-pin harness on the back of these housings that you do have to connect. But yeah, there they are. If I do have a chance tonight, I will get some night shots so you guys can see how bright they are. Now, typical me, I didn't get a chance to record what the OEMs look like at night, so I can't compare them. So you just have to, you know, use your best judgment as far as if they're bright or not. But yeah, here they are. This is what they look like when you're driving with the headlights off, fog lights off. Again, I think it looks pretty sick, looks pretty aggressive, and I think it matches the underground color really well. I can always change it, you know, to white, which I might. It's growing on me. So that was pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Again, I just wanted to go over the lights themselves. Right behind me, looks aggressive, it stands out. And if you're in Vegas and you happen to see these headlights and you know they're mine, definitely wave, say hi. I will drop the link over to where I purchased these lights. Shout out to Chris, the owner at stickerfab.com, where I purchased these lights. They had a great deal compared to, you know, if I would have bought them over at Alpharex's website. Communication was great. They make a lot of cool stuff, better known company for, you know, they make cool stuff for Land Cruisers and 4Runners and different vehicles. So definitely check out their shop. I will drop the link over to the lights in the description. I was able to get you guys a discount code to save some money. Use AlexSet5 for 5% off on your next purchase at checkout. Again, if you guys are interested in seeing more mods, I definitely plan on doing more stuff like this. The next one, I definitely want to lift it, put new tires and wheels. So if you guys are interested in seeing stuff like that, definitely subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.